Hi, Grant. This is Jeremy, and my question is, my midshipman told me a story about standing watch. What does that mean? What is quote-unquote watch? Thanks.
This episode is a part of the Ask G series here on the Academy Insider podcast, where we're answering your Naval Academy questions as efficiently and concisely as possible. If you like this format and you want to ask a question of your own, you can head to our website, www.academyinsider.com, navigate to the top of the page and click on the Ask G tab, and it'll direct you to where you can submit your question. To receive the latest information from me and the Academy Insider team, please be sure to subscribe to our newsletter at www.academyinsider.com/newsletter. Oh boy, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite subject, standing watch. Okay, we're gonna start at a very high level, which is that watch is quite literally just specific responsibilities or duties someone in the military has for a specific period of time. When you are standing watch, you are in a duty status, fulfilling a specific obligation for like a specific role and responsibility. At the Naval Academy, what this means is that there are multiple different watch stations or different what we call watches, like the actual role responsibilities that you can stand. And when we use the term stand, it means you're like doing the watch, right? Like you are on watch, you are standing watch. And so at the Naval Academy, there will be different watches for the different rank that you are. So as a plebe and as a youngster, you're gonna be standing what we call company mate of the deck, which you'll hear as CMOD. So when you are CMOD, you are in charge and responsible for everything that's going on your deck space. And so that's just the watch that you stand as a plebe and as a youngster. As a second class midshipman, you'll likely stand this thing called ACDO or assistant CDO, which is the company duty officer. And so as a firstie, normally you're gonna stand that CDO position. And as the CDO, you are the company officer's representative for the day. So if anything happens at night, you're responsible for keeping accountability, taking reports, whatever is happening, and just being that on-call, on-duty representative for the company officer at any given time. And so those are kind of the different watches that you'll stand at the academy. If you have a billet, again, it's a role or responsibility or a job within the brigade, like you're the battalion commander or whatever the case is, there are different watches. And so when you're walking around the Naval Academy, you may see a midshipman walking around with like a red tag that says MOOW, or the Midshipman Officer of the Watch. And that Midshipman Officer of the Watch is, when we talked about the CDO being the representative of the company officer, I know that's the commandant's representative. Like when you are the Midshipman Officer of the Watch, you are the commandant's representative on watch, and you'll have a commissioned officer with you who's the OOW, or the Officer of the Watch, or the OW. And so that's kind of the situation there, right? And so that's generally what watch is. Midshipmen stand watch all the time, and it's usually not fun. Things that you'll hear, like common phrases that you'll hear a lot of times, like midshipmen will be like, oh, hey, like, do you want to go out and grab dinner today? Like on Liberty, it's a Saturday, and you're like, dude, I can't, I'm on watch. Or like, I'm on duty, right? I have watch, I can't make it. And so again, usually watch is not a thing that people enjoy doing, but it's one of those mandatory obligations that you get to participate in by being a member of the military and at the Naval Academy. So that's a quick rundown of what watch is at a high level. If you want specific details or more insight in depth about the specific watches that midshipmen stand, etc., let me know. It's definitely my plan to do a full podcast episode actually on standing watch, because I think it's really interesting. But I hope this answers what is watch from a high level, so that way you can get a better understanding of what's going on. And thank you so much for your question. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Ask G series. Again, if you would like to submit your own question, please head to our website, www.academyinsider.com. Head to the top of the page and click on the Ask G tab, where it will direct you to be able to ask your own question. Thank you.